Okay, hi everyone. My name is Alissa Landry and I am an independent consultant and district manager with Arbonne International, and this is...
Hi, I'm Rhonda Rumsey and I am a area manager with Arbonne International. And we're just here to tell you a little bit about the business and a little bit about the products so you can know just a little bit more about Arbonne and what it's done for our lives.
Perfect. So maybe I'll start off a little bit about just telling you where I was before I joined Arbonne, why I joined Arbonne, and what my Arbonne business looks like. So I was first introduced to Arbonne through Miss Rhonda Rumsey herself. And for anyone who knows Rhonda, she is someone who not only does she always have to be right, she usually always is right. So when she approached me with the business opportunity, I knew there had to be some sense to it because Rhonda's one of my most intelligent friends. She's one of my most successful friends, and I knew that she's someone that I trust and someone that, you know, I really had to give her the time of day when I was approached by her with this opportunity. So Rhonda approached me about 6 months before I launched my Arbonne business with the opportunity. Like many people are, I was super skeptical. I wasn't sure if this was something that was for me. I had heard and I knew of this kind of stigma that can be attached with network marketing or multi-level marketing, but I really hadn't investigated it much. I hadn't taken the time to really dig in and see if this was something for me. So Rhonda started inviting me to some Arbonne events, to some of our Discover Arbonne meetings, some of our car parties. So what an Arbonne car party looks like is at a certain management level of the company, Arbonne actually gifts you with a Mercedes-Benz. So Rhonda invited me, I think it was my second car party that I went to, when I finally decided, you know what, I'm gonna open up my mind, I'm gonna open myself up to this opportunity, and I'm really going to listen. What's the worst that can happen? And immediately after that car party, I texted Rhonda and I said, that's it, I'm ready, I'm in, let's do this. And I got started, and that was about 8 months ago. 4 months into the business, I promoted to district manager, and here I am today. I've now onboarded a couple of my business partners, launched them in the business, and that's been an amazing opportunity to be able to teach and train others to have their own Arbonne business. That's probably my favorite part about this. And now I'll let Rhonda tell you a little bit about herself.
Yeah, so music to my ears when Alissa sent me a message saying I'm in, sign me up, because for being an Arbonne consultant, the best part is that you get to share it with other people. You get to share the opportunity and have people's wildest dreams come true through the business. So having your best friend on your team is just the best part of it. So we get together and we do business planning, and we basically are building an empire for ourselves, but it's two best friends. So you get to choose who you work with in this business, which is really amazing. So a little bit about my background. I actually went to school for business admin and I majored in finance. So kind of had a little bit of a background in terms of business. So the network marketing side of it, which is what Arbonne is, it's a network marketing company. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And so I heard about Arbonne actually through Melanie Booth, who is a executive regional vice president with Arbonne. And the way that I heard about it, actually I approached her. So I saw her post on Facebook, you know, doing some casual creeping, and came across her, and I saw she was doing all these charity events. She was driving a white Mercedes, she was at galas, she was traveling, basically living my dream life. So I messaged her and I said, Melanie, what are you up to these days? I really want to hear about what it is you're doing. What's Arbonne? And that's different for me to just message someone and ask them. Usually I would just Google it and figure it out myself. But for some reason I messaged her. And she said, oh my goodness, I'd love to tell you about it. Come over and I'll tell you about it. So I went over to her house, and there was the Mercedes, living in a beautiful place where I would love to live. And we're sitting at her kitchen table, and she has her laptop, and she opened it up and she went through a business presentation, which is exactly what we're going to take you through today. And I'll be completely honest with you, I sat at that table and I was thinking in my head, oh, it's one of those. It's one of those companies. And which is kind of funny because I went to school for business, so I heard all about network marketing and how how you can make a ton of money. It's a very lucrative business, but I thought that it wasn't for me. I thought, I'm not a sales lady by any means. I used to work at a bank and I couldn't sell a credit card to save my life. I actually would get taken into meetings and they would tell me, Rhonda, you're not selling enough. So sales, not my thing. I also had a huge stigma kind of in my head attached to network marketing, that what would people think of me? They'll think I'm some crazy Arbonne lady trying to sell everyone products. But for some reason that day I just said, you know what, Rhonda, she has all the things that you want, so just listen to her. Just have an open mind and just listen to what she has to say. And I listened, and I just got butterflies about the opportunity, and I thought, oh my gosh, if this really is everything that they're saying it is, and all I have to do is just try my hardest, then wow, that could really change my life. So I decided to jump right in. I went feet first right into the business, and now fast forward a year and a half, I've been in this business. I'm working with one of my best friends. I have a team of consultants. I get to share it with people every day. A little backstory about me: I was not into skincare. I was not into makeup at all. I would wear mascara, that's about it. And washing my face was non-existent. Alyssa knows, because we would go out, I would go home, and I would just go to bed. I wouldn't wash my face.
Fall asleep with a face
Fall
full of
asleep,
makeup.
yep. This would be like a going out face. And so a makeup wipe was my best friend. So Melanie, actually, she sent me home with product to try, and it was actually our flagship line was the anti-aging line, so she sent me home with it, and I thought in my head, number one, that's rude because I'm 22 and I don't need anti-aging. And number two, I don't even wash my face, so all these steps is just not going to happen. But I tried it out for 3 days, and I saw instant results in my skin. My skin was far better than it had ever been. So how could I not share these products with people? So it started to become for me, oh, it's not a sales thing. It's just sharing products that really do work, and we do this every day. So that's kind of my backstory and Alyssa's backstory, and I think we should just jump right into the business, and we'll tell you a little bit what this fabulous thing is all about.
All right, so I'll kick things off here and just tell you a little bit about the Arbonne story, so the background about Arbonne. So Arbonne is actually in its 36th year of business, and that really hit home for me. Obviously this business has been around for a while. It's 36 years of success, stability, culture, and roots, and that's very important to me. I don't want to jump into a startup company or a just getting off the ground opportunity. That's 36 years also of research and development for our incredible products, so that was very important to me. And while this business has been around for 36 years, it's actually in its very early stages of globalization. So the business only launched in Canada in 2006. That presents a ground floor opportunity for us as consultants in Canada. We actually find that in all of the markets that Arbonne has been introduced to, we only see about 2% brand recognition in those markets. So that is an actual ground floor opportunity for us as consultants. So 2006 we launched in Canada, 2007 we launched in the UK and in Australia, and in 2014 we launched in Poland, which was our gateway into Europe. This year we'll be launching into Taiwan, which is our gateway into Asia, and we'll also be launching in New Zealand. So super incredible opportunities for us as consultants to grow our business all around the world. So that is amazing. We also have a super generous compensation plan, so we actually get paid 4 ways in Arbonne, which we'll get into in a little bit. And we have an amazing home office team. So a couple of people that we love to brag about. The first is our CEO. Her name is Kay Napier. So Kay came to Arbonne in 2009 after with an incredible resume in the health and wellness and vitality industry. So she was actually a part of Procter & Gamble. She led their #1 division, which was Women's Health and Vitality at Procter & Gamble. From Procter & Gamble, she was kind of pulled into McDonald's. McDonald's was in desperate need of someone to kind of rebrand their business right after the Super Size Me fiasco came about. So when that documentary came out, McDonald's stocks plummeted, and Kay was brought in to get them back off their feet. She introduced all of their healthy living options, so all of their, salads, wraps, apple slices, things like that. And since she's joined the business in 2009, we've seen double-digit growth globally in our business. So she is a key to our success at Arbonne. Two other people that we like to brag about are what we call our dynamic duo. So we have our scientist behind the products. So his name is Dr. Peter Matravers, and he holds over 30 international botanical patents. So he has all of these amazing patents that are exclusive to Arbonne. We'll get into a little bit about our products and how they are all vegetable and plant-based, vegetable and fruit and plant-based. And Dr. Peter Matravers is behind the formulation of all of those products. He comes to us with an incredible history of experience at companies like Neutrogena. He was at Aveda also for 14 years, so when he joined Aveda, no one knew what Aveda was. Once he was done with the business, everyone knows what Aveda is today. So the next person I like to brag about is the person that is in charge of all of our marketing and creative. So that is Michael Darminio. He's worked for companies like Armani and been in charge of all of the marketing and kind of brand imaging for companies such as that. So he's worked with several beauty brands, and he is keeping us at the cutting edge of trends in our industry.
So in terms of our compensation plan, it's super generous. We also have 4 ways that we get paid, which I really like because most jobs only pay one way. So their 4 ways are compensation based on commissions. So what you sell to clients, you get a commission on that. The second way is overrides, so commissions based on your team's sales. The third way is the Mercedes-Benz cash bonus, so we'll get to that in a second, and that's why I was seeing in Melanie's pictures the car, and that's why that's something that's important. It is one of the ways that we get paid with Arbonne. And the fourth way is cash bonuses. So Arbonne basically says, there's money on the table. If you hit a goal, you get extra money. And I mean, who doesn't love extra money? So our compensation plan in terms of levels, everyone starts off at the very same spot. Everyone starts off as an independent consultant with Arbonne. And as you move through management, you get different titles. So the first management level is district manager. So at this point, you're making an average monthly income of around $300 a month. For some people, that's shoe money. For other people, that's, the difference between them making their mortgage payment. So $300 is quite a substantial amount of money. I'll be completely honest with you, when I was hearing about this presentation, when I heard this presentation the very first time, I was only looking at that first line. I was like, $300 bucks, I could put that right towards my OSAP. Alyssa and I didn't mention, but we're both 25, well, Alyssa's 24, I'm 25, years old, and we are fresh out of school, fresh out of university, so we do have some student debt that we want to get paid off. So when I saw that $300 bucks, I was like, yeah, sign me up for that, because I could really put that towards my student loans and get those paid down quicker. And a lot of people are in that same position. Us Generation Y, digital generation, we all have it. So average time to this position is around 8 months. You can do this quicker, you can do this slower, it doesn't matter, it's whatever you feel comfortable doing. But I mean, I was wanting to get there as fast as I could, so I think I made it there in around 2 months. So like you can see that you can run, or you can walk, or you can jog. Area manager is the next level. So that's the level that I'm at right now. This is a really cool level because you're able to will your business. So what this means is that Arbonne is an asset, and I can have it in my will that, heaven forbid anything ever happened to me, people aren't going to stop washing their face, and they're not going to stop using our skincare products or our makeup or our nutritional products. That income that would still be coming in would go to whoever my beneficiary so I choose. So that's a really, really cool part about this business. The average time to this position is around 16 months. So again, that's such a short amount of time, and you can change your life and be making $1,600 a month. Game-changing money. The next level is regional vice president. So you see the little Mercedes sign there. That is when you get your car bonus. So when you become a regional vice president, Arbonne gifts you with a white Mercedes. It has to be white because that stands for purity, and Mercedes, that's the partnership that we have with our fleet vehicle.
It stands for excellence.
Exactly. So the average monthly income here is around $6,600 a month. That looks like around $80,000 a year. for me, I was looking at that going, okay, well, I know what the average Canadian makes, and they make around $44,000 a year. So you're telling me that in 27 months, if I just consistently work my business, I could be making pretty much double what the average Canadian makes. And that's what this business is. It really truly is about consistent effort. So that was really cool for me. I was now that I'm further into the business, I have my eye on the top. I'm not looking at the first line anymore. And that's really what we're encouraging you to do when you're watching this video, is just really think, what if you had that money? What if you could have that time freedom and financial freedom? So 27 months, that's pretty crazy. Then national vice president. So this, you still see the Mercedes sign. You get actually a larger car bonus. You get $1,260 a month. I don't think I mentioned before. Regional vice president, you get $960 a month towards your car. That's in Canada. Those are Canadian figures. I gotta disclaimer that. Average monthly income here is around $19,000 a month. So with unlimited income potential. So Arbonne doesn't say to you, you know, stop helping people, because that's really what it is. When you're a national vice president, you just have helped more people see the business and see the products, and you've just been in the business longer. So they don't say to you, stop sharing the business opportunity with people. It just keeps going and going, and that's just the nature of a network marketing business, and just Arbonne in general. Your job is to help people, and if you're not interested in that, then this business isn't for you. Average time to this position is 45 months. So that to me was a game changer, because when you think of university, your university career went by like that, or your high school career, or even just anyone, 4 years goes by in a snap. In 45 months you can be making that kind of income from consistent effort, which I think is so cool.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about what is network marketing. So network marketing is essentially a word-of-mouth business. It's a way for companies to cut out the middleman in between the manufacturer and the consumer. So when you think of traditional retail, you have to think about all of the different kind of stops along the way. So in traditional retail, the product is going to go from the manufacturer to the wholesaler, to the warehouser, through the sales force or the marketing team, to the retailers, and then finally it reaches the consumer. And what happens along that journey is each and every one of these industries is taking a cut of the price of that product. So they all need to get paid, and that jacks the price of the product way up, and we end up paying a lot of dough for those products. What happens in network marketing is we cut out all of these middlemen. So the products now go directly from the manufacturer through our word-of-mouth business as independent consultants directly to the consumer. And what happens when we're able to cut out all those middlemen is the company is able to save billions and billions of dollars. And what do they do with this money that they're able to save? That money goes back into 3 places. So the first place is into our amazing products. So we are able to have these amazing, prestigious products that do not have a luxury price tag, because we're not paying for all of these industries to promote our products. We are the walking, talking billboards. The second place that money goes back into is into our research and development. So we are able to afford the amazing people who are part of our company, like Kay Napier, like Dr. Peter Matravers, who are bringing us all of the best botanicals to put into our products, all of the best research and development to put into our products from all over the world. And the third place that the money goes back into, and our favorite spot, is back to the consultants. So we have the 4 streams of income of that super generous compensation plan that we went over, and that allows us to live a life of flexibility and choice. And we love that so much. So to wrap it up, network marketing is quite simply recommending. We do it every single day. You go and see a movie, you go to a restaurant, you try out a recipe, you see something online, you recommend it to your friends. The only difference is when you do that for restaurants or movies or things like that, they don't send you a check. With Arbonne, you use the products, you share the products, you have your business, you share that business, and Arbonne sends you a check for doing that. So we like to simplify things for you as new consultants or people who may be interested in the business, and that's what our success line or our mentors in the business did for us. So it's really simple. All you have to do is stop, start, and share. So stop shopping retail, Stop purchasing products from, you know, the department stores and the Sephora's, the Macs, the Shoppers Drug Marts that you are supporting on a monthly basis, if not a daily basis. Stop purchasing those products from someone else and their retail store and start purchasing them from yourself. So stop and then start. So start shopping from your own virtual stores. You will start to enjoy better quality, safer, more superior products for you and your family. And then the next step is to share. So you just simply share with others how to do the same. Share with them how to buy safer, healthier products and have them delivered directly to their doorstep. Share with others how to grow their businesses and how to redirect their spending.
Why Arbonne? Why now? So everyone always asks me why are network marketing companies so popular right now? Why is Arbonne a good one to choose in terms of all the other ones? So the first thing that I noticed when Melanie went through this presentation with me was that Arbonne's products are consumable. So what that means is that someone uses a product and then they run out of it and then they have to rebuy it. So that creates that residual income continuing to come in. So those clients that I've introduced the product to a year and a half ago, they're continuing to buy. When they run out of shampoo, they know where to buy it. It's from my virtual store. They're not going back to some department store that they used to go to. So that's a really great thing about this business, is that people continually purchase the products. The other thing about Arbonne is that there's a huge demand for health and wellness at this point in time. It's being driven by all generations, so from baby boomers right down to our generation. We are so interested in health and wellness. The baby boomers of this day, they aren't at home knitting, they are out and about doing yoga, climbing mountains, doing so many different things, and health and wellness is super important to them, and anti-aging as well, which is a key part of our business. So the fact that Arbonne's in that industry of health and wellness and also in network marketing, they just go hand in hand, that the company is just part of the two huge industries. Also, the really cool thing about network marketing is it has the ability to leverage time. So this part is what I'm super passionate about, because people always say to me, you know, they'll say, oh, I'm way too busy for Arbonne. And I almost laugh when they say that, because I'm like, yeah, you're right. I wasn't busy when I started Arbonne at all. I just thought I'd start a hobby for fun. No, I was very busy. I actually still have a full-time corporate job at the moment, and I'm working that alongside my business. Alissa as well has a full-time corporate job. So we can tell you that this business is very doable alongside a 40+ hour work week, that's for sure. And we still do other things. We go to the gym, we're very active people, we still have friends. You're able to work it into your busy schedule. So the really cool thing about network marketing is it actually allows you to leverage your time. So leverage your time, the best way to put that is basically, I have started my business, and let's just say I'm working, for the sake of numbers, we'll say 10 hours a week on my Arbonne business. Some people work 5, some people I'll say 10. So I work my 10 hours, and then I teach Alissa how to do the exact same thing. So I'm like, Alissa, teach and train her. I've literally duplicated myself. Now she's working as well, her 10 hours. Now I've maybe taught another 3. Okay, well, we'll just do 3, because this is the numbers I'm gonna do. So a total of, so I got 4 and then myself. So now my business isn't being paid on 10 hours, it's being paid on 50 hours, because I have everyone working doing the exact same thing as me. So that's really leveraging your time. You know, the amount of work that you're doing isn't changing, but you have more people doing the exact same thing. Alyssa's building her business, I have someone else building their business, and all of that makes your business grow as well. So really, I'm not successful unless my team's successful, which again is the coolest part about this business, because in a lot of corporate jobs, nobody wants to help anyone get to the top. But with Arbonne, it's totally opposite. Everyone's like, oh, what are you doing? And playing off of each other and just wanting to rise to the top, which is the best part of it. The other cool thing about this business is it's internet based. So people will say to me, oh yeah, Arbonne, like, is that door to door, like you sell products? No, that's not what I do. I actually don't take anyone's money. I don't stock product in my basement. I have an online business. So I can run my business, whether Alissa and I were in Vegas just earlier this month. We were in Vegas hanging out for a conference, which was amazing. And we were working our business while we were in Vegas from our smartphones, because it's an internet-based business. So people go on your website, they order online, and it gets drop shipped at their door. So it's a pretty simple business plan, and people love to order online. It is so convenient, and it comes super quick, and it's the way to go now. E-commerce is the way to go.
Absolutely. So now I'm going to touch a little bit on our products and what is in our products and what is not in our products. So this is what we like to call the Arbonne product advantage. So as we've touched on, Arbonne takes the purest of botanicals mixed with the safest of science to create products that are results driven. So not only are our products safe, they're also beneficial. So we use the highest quality ingredients from around the globe in all of our products. All of our products are pH correct and hypoallergenic. So if anyone is concerned about having sensitive skin, this is an amazing line for them to try out. We're also vegan certified. Rhonda and I, we love to eat meat. Neither of us are vegans. But if you do have any clients that are vegan, we become their one-stop shop. It's also very important to me as someone who isn't a vegetarian, because I know that those products are a lot cleaner and a lot safer. Our products are also dermatologist tested. So what this means is you may see on commercials or advertisements for other products, dermatologist recommended. A lot of the times what that means is a dermatologist has been paid to endorse that product. What dermatologist tested means is we are actually testing our products at a third-party facility. We actually do double-blind tested clinical trials on our products, and the dermatologist afterwards recommends our product, but they are not paid to do so. We have clinically proven results, so we love to get people to test our products for 2 to 3 days, because that is actually how long it takes to see results, especially with our flagship line, the RE9 anti-aging line. Our products have never been tested on animals, so that's something that's now becoming a trend in the cosmetics industry. Today, now, finally, these brands and companies are not testing on animals. Arbonne has never tested on animals, and they never will. And the final point about the benefit of our products is that we are built on Swiss heritage to European standards. So what that means is, the simplest way I can put this is that in Europe, they have very strict standards when it comes to cosmetics and products and what can go into those products. So in Europe, they have banned over 1,100 chemicals from going into products. In North America, they've only banned 100 of those 1,100 products. So in Europe, you're getting those super safe standards, super strict standards on your skincare and products. In Canada, we're not seeing those same rules and restrictions. However, Arbonne will abide by those European standards, because if it can't go in your products in Europe, it shouldn't go in your products in North America. So it's important to know what's in our products, but it's also just as important to know what is not in our products. So our products are formulated without gluten. That is a huge buzzword right now, but it's also extremely important to a lot of people. So I have several clients who have gluten sensitivities. I have some clients who have actually been diagnosed with celiac disease. And having gluten-free products, especially when it comes to our nutrition line, very important. But what I also learned when I joined Arbonne is that your skin is your largest organ. So it's very important to be very conscious and aware of what you're putting on your skin, as much as it is to be aware of what you're putting into your body. The next thing that our products are formulated without is petrolatum. So any petroleum, any mineral oil, those are all chemicals and products that are derived from the gasoline industry. So we do not want anything affiliated with gasoline on our bodies or in our skincare. No animal products or animal byproducts. So I encourage everyone to take a look at something called animal rendering. Just Google it after this call. Take a little look. So it's the process by which animals are essentially recycled, and animal fats and animal byproducts are added into products as fillers. So especially that's where our vegan certification comes from, especially for people who love animals. I think anyone does not want something like that in their skincare products or any of their products. No formaldehyde donating preservatives, no chemical dyes or fragrances. So again, super important for people who have sensitive skin. No artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors. So if you pick up one of our products and it smells like an orange, or it smells like a kiwi, or it smells like a strawberry, that's because those ingredients are actually in our products. No parabens or phthalates. So parabens and phthalates are two products that kind of disrupt your hormones. They've been linked with infertility, they've been linked with breast cancer, things that we just don't need in our products.
So Arbonne, again, the one thing that I noticed from hearing the business presentation was that the products are consumable. You use them, you run out, you buy more. So that's a really important thing to really hit home with, is the fact that it has residual income opportunity. The other thing that I noticed about Arbonne was that they had, back then when I wasn't with them, they had a huge wide range of different products. So when people say to me now, they're like, oh yeah, like I know Arbonne, but I'm not really interested in any of their products. And I think in my head, okay, do you not wash yourself? Do you not have a shower? The products are for everyone. We have everything from toothpaste, deodorant, to shampoo, conditioner, skincare, nutrition. The list goes on and on. We have over 450 different products. So if you have skin and if you have hair, there is probably something for you in Arbonne. And it's just a safer, more beneficial product. You're gonna see results. So this kind of goes back to what I was talking about before about leveraging your time. So when you actually start an Arbonne business, what happens is actually very interesting. So you start, and you meet two different types of people. You meet people that want to purchase product from you, so become a client, which is awesome. And then you also find people that are like, cool, what are you up to? Like, I want to do that too. And so over time, your team grows, and that's how you're leveraging your time. And it just exponentially, your team grows and grows and grows. And it gets to a point where you couldn't even stop it if you tried, because everyone's sharing the products with everyone because they're so great. And people are starting businesses, and it just continues on. So there's clients in my business that I don't even know, but it's because someone knows someone and they've now purchased product from them. The other thing that's really cool about this business that Alissa talked about at the very beginning is that it's really a global opportunity. So I am a huge travel fanatic. I love the fact that Arbonne is moving all over the world, which is such a global opportunity, ground floor. And the whole thing about it is that, yeah, I don't know anyone in Taiwan. I don't know anyone in Poland, but I probably know someone that knows someone that knows someone in Poland or Taiwan or New Zealand or Australia. So it's about who you know and who they know. You don't have to worry about it if you don't know those people. And you come across people, and they might know someone. So it's very cool that we can do that with this business because of the internet. So we can talk to people online and share this wonderful opportunity and products with them.
So where do you see yourself? This is where we like to highlight and ask the question that there's 3 ways to join, and where do you see yourself? So you could either be a host. So what you're doing when you're a host is you're opening your network to the consultant that introduced you to this opportunity. You're allowing them to meet people outside of their own network, and in return, they are likely going to gift you with free products. We have wonderful host rewards that they can share that information with you. But essentially, you're not doing anything except opening up your network to this consultant that has introduced this opportunity to you. The next way to join with Arbonne or participate within Arbonne is to become a client or a preferred client. So we always urge people, if you're looking to buy the product, become a preferred client. We have crazy rewards for preferred clients. You get discounts from 20 to 40% off. We have, rewards dollars that you can, if you spend a certain amount on your first purchase, you put those rewards dollars to your next purchase. And because Rhonda's touched on this being residual income, we know that people try the products, they use the products, they repurchase the products. So you put those rewards dollars to your next purchase. There's a small fee to join as a preferred client, but that's where we see people really getting the best bang for their buck. And the third way, and the way that the route that Rhonda and I obviously took, is to join as an independent consultant. So we'll talk a little bit about what that looks like, but what that gets you is your Arbonne business. It also gets you 35% and up in discounts on all of the products, which is amazing. It launches you into that unlimited income potential, which is incredible. Opens up the opportunity to earn that Mercedes-Benz cash bonus, and it also opens the door to personal growth and development. So I like to stop right here when I mentioned that last point on personal growth and development, and I didn't mention this when we first started discussing my kind of story, but before Arbonne, I was working for a global company. I have a corporate job with a global company, but I was at a very entry-level position. And I'm the kind of person who likes to feel significant. I like to feel like I'm in control. I like to feel like I'm contributing, and I really wasn't feeling as though I was contributing to something. So right around the time that Rhonda introduced the business to me, it was very good timing. I decided to jump in. As you know, it took me a few months, and then I finally jumped in. The personal growth that I have seen through the training and the experiences that I have gained with Arbonne have actually led to me receiving a massive promotion within my own corporate role. So I went from being very entry level, you know, sitting at my desk working in my cubicle. I now manage the entire Canadian business development department of my global company. So I am not the same person today as I was last year when I started my Arbonne business.
This last slide, dream big. When I was sitting in Melanie's kitchen and we were talking about dreaming big, I used to do this. I used to dream, and even recently I was dreaming big before I met Melanie. Just being in university, you think, you know, the world is your oyster and you can do whatever you want and you're gonna make tons of money because you have that piece of paper that says that you went to school for 4 years. But what happened when I graduated, it didn't really play out like that. And I bought a house right out of university, and while that sounds great, it also means that I had no money to do anything fun. I had no extra money to pay down to my student loans. So dreaming big for me wasn't really an option. It was kind of, you know, where's that money gonna come from? And I didn't really have any positions in my job that were available for me to move into. So when I heard about this, and Melanie was, you know, saying to me, well, what if it does work? What if financial freedom and time freedom were an option? What if you had all the money in the world and all the time in the world? And to be honest, I had thought about that. I really did think about that often. And for some people, they don't think about that, which is actually kind of sad. So I was thinking, you know, I want to buy a cottage. I'd want to help you know, volunteer at places. I'd want to travel. I'd want to do so many different things. But in my current life that I was living, you know, going to work and then coming home paying bills, going to work, coming home paying bills, it wasn't going to happen. I didn't have the time to go volunteer. I didn't have the money to go travel. I had not enough vacation. The list goes on and on. So what Arbonne was offering me, nothing else was offering me. And what Melanie was telling me was too good to pass up. And Alissa knows me so well that when someone gives me something and it sounds really good, I want to be the first one to have it.
The first and the best.
The first and the best. So I couldn't say no to this opportunity, because what if someone did it before me? And I was like kicking myself because I heard about it and just said no.
Absolutely.
So I said yes to this business, and kind of just kept it in the back of my head, like, okay, what you're doing isn't really getting you what you want, so switch it up, change it, like, let's do something new. And I totally had all the thoughts in my head, you know, making an investment to start a business, the time investment, like, yeah, 5 hours a week, that's like huge. I mean, cut out Netflix, my life's over. So it was something that I had to commit to. And also, what would people think? Like, that was huge for me too. What are people gonna think about me? Like, Rhonda went to school for business. Why is she doing this little business on the side? And then I started thinking in my head, you know what, watch me. That's what it became for me. It became, you know, this is too big to pass up. And if I said no, Alissa wouldn't be doing it. So that's kind of what I go through every day, is I have to say yes to show people that this is what we do. And if you're looking at Alissa and I and you're going, you know what, I'm 21. Hey, I'm 18. You know, maybe I'll do it later. No, do it now.
I waited 6 months to get into this business after hearing about the opportunity, and I always think to myself, what if I had that 6 months back? Where would I be in my business if I had jumped in 6 months earlier? The worst thing you can do in this business is wait.
Yeah, and the person that sent you this video obviously thinks you are successful, thinks you have the drive and the passion and the commitment to be in a business like this. So that's a huge compliment that you're even getting this video, because the great thing about this business is we get to work with people that we're friends with. We get to pick who we work with. I'm sure some of you work with people that you do not want to work with. So the fact that you are even watching this video is a huge compliment. And just think, you know, you're 18 or however old you are, it doesn't matter. You could be 60, you could be 70, it doesn't matter. This business is literally for anyone. And I think even being younger is amazing because the world is your oyster and you still feel like that. So you're looking at this going, yeah, wow, I can do it. So definitely thank you for joining us today on this call. We hope that we've shed some light on this business for you, and definitely if you have any questions, just ask your consultant that sent you this video because they will have all the answers for sure.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, dream big.
Yeah, see ya.